A Brooklyn Center man accused of leading Brooklyn Park police on a high-speed chase is due back in court next month. Brandon Seek is charged with one count of fleeing police in a motor vehicle. Officers tried to pull him over when they discovered he was wanted for felony assault. Instead, the 26-year-old suspect sped away, leading police on a pursuit that eventually ended in Anoka, where the suspect crashed. Seek has an extensive criminal history with felony convictions for burglary, assault, and threats of violence. The superintendent of the state's largest school district, Anoka-Hennepin Schools, will be leaving for a new opportunity. Superintendent David Law has been selected to lead the Minnetonka Public School District beginning July 1st. Law was the Anoka-Hennepin superintendent for 8 years and had close ties to the district as he graduated from Coon Rapids High School. The Anoka-Hennepin School Board has not announced an interim superintendent or a timeline for recruiting a replacement. It was Celebration Day in Brooklyn Park for a group of people on their way toward new career paths. As Delane Cleveland reports, a Brooklyn Park nonprofit is helping them fill a huge demand in healthcare.
Today you are graduating. I'm excited for you.
In a small office space in Brooklyn Park,
as you go out, remember what we learned in class.
These students are celebrating a big accomplishment.
Congratulations.
As they take a step toward filling an important need in the healthcare industry.
It's a big relief because I know I can go just about anywhere, and then I like helping people. So
Arnisha Hagler is one of 14 people who completed a 4-week program to become a certified nursing assistant, courtesy of the Brooklyn Park-based North Metro Health Institute.
This is really needed in the community. The population of Brooklyn Park is getting older and older, and we need more CNAs in Brooklyn Park. We need more institutions like this doing this kind of work in Brooklyn Park.
Kifon Lanjo runs a nonprofit that helps people become more technologically literate.
Congratulations for working so hard.
These newly certified CNAs not only learned the basic skills of how to care for people, they also went through Lanjo's digital literacy program.
So you become a CNA, you have the benefit of coming to this school and becoming a CNA, at the same time having a benefit of knowing a little bit about basic computer skills. You combine those two together, whoever is going to hire you, they're not going to regret your services.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are more than 192,000 openings for nursing assistants every year.
Everyone's hiring.
The North Metro Health Institute is doing its part to help meet the demand.
This class that just graduated, I'm looking at them as heroes of the next pandemic.
In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
A certified nursing assistant can typically earn between $24 and $38 an hour. The cost to make significant changes to Maple Grove's Main Street came in much higher than the city originally estimated. Maple Grove plans to do an overhaul of Main Street this summer, ripping up the street and sidewalks and replacing them with new materials. The project has been in the works for some time, but the bids to do the work came in substantially higher. It will now cost $3.3 million under a contract approved this week by the City Council, about $700,000 higher than the original estimate. The project will be paid for by a combination of funds, including special assessments on neighboring properties. In Plymouth, the City Council will review a plan for a new neighborhood in a wooded area just west of I-494. A developer proposes to build 16 single-family homes on a heavily treed area just west of Turtle Lake. It's called Vicksburg Ridge Second Edition, to be built by Gagne Homes. Some residents raise concerns about tree removal, as about half of the 2,000 mature trees on the site will be removed. The project, however, meets the city's comprehensive plan and zoning guidelines. The Planning Commission did recommend approval. We are a little over a week away from the annual Step to It Challenge coming up during the month of May.
I'm very excited to promote this with the Latino community because we have seen that participation with the Latino community and other communities was very low.
Posner is spreading the word among the Latinx community to sign up for Paso a Paso and then get moving during the month of May. She created this video to share on social media and is preparing for a kickoff event on Saturday, April 30th in Becker Park.
It's the city of Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, Crystal, New Hope, and Robbinsdale. So what we want this day is to inspire people, encourage people to say you can do it.
There will be a food truck, Zumba, music and games, and it runs from 11 to 2 on April 30th at Becker Park. This weekend will mark a milestone for a Golden Valley institution. Down in the Valley is celebrating 50 years of being open in the community. They have survived decades of big box stores, streaming services, and even the demise and then resurgence of vinyl. The store is celebrating with a special event on Saturday, which is also Record Store Day, and they were recognized by the City Council this week with a special proclamation, encouraging them to rock on for another 50 years. Primavera in Plymouth turns 25 this year, but in many ways you could say this year's show will be a brand new experience.
This year we get to welcome everyone to this new space, so we're really just excited for the whole community to be a part of it, to access the space and see it for a whole month now.
Primavera is the annual springtime celebration of the arts in Plymouth, and it's in a new gallery space at the Plymouth Community Center. This free 3-day event begins on Friday. The show's theme is Spread Your Wings, and it features 70 artists that range from professionals to students.
I think the variety here that we get to showcase in the new art gallery space, there's something for everyone. I love how each painting, photo, piece that's in the gallery here really brings a new emotion every time you look at something different. So I think everybody that visits the space is going to find something they love.
After the weekend, the juried show will remain in the gallery through May 14th.
The Maple Grove baseball team opened the season with a pair of one-run wins. They look to continue their winning ways against Totino-Grace. Jason Malillo has the highlights.
Northwest Suburban Conference Baseball, Maple Grove at Totino-Grace. Aiden Hansen on the bump for Grove, and he strikes out the side in the second inning. Top three, Jacob Kilzer slices a line drive that gets down and scores Brian O'Dwyer for the first run of the game. Big day for Hunter Gerber. He rips a hit to plate Kilzer. The Crimson take a 3-0 lead. Grove keeps the party going in the fourth. O'Dwyer's fly ball finds Green, bringing Zane Vitence and Mason South home for a 5-0 lead. It's a triple for O'Dwyer. Then Kilzer cuts this pitch in half, back up the middle for a 2-out hit, scoring O'Dwyer, and it's 6-0. They weren't done. Bases loaded, Gerber's fly ball drops and brings home 3 as Kilzer, Tanner Albeck, and Luke Schneider all touch the dish, and it's a 9-rip Crimson lead. Gerber 2 hits and 4 RBIs in the game, and Maple Grove wins 10-3. The Crimson are now 3-0. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
In boys tennis, Wayzata is looking like one of the area's best teams. Jay Wilcox has highlights from a Trojans win.
Wayzata pays a visit to Hopkins for Lake Conference boys tennis.
1, 2, 3,
First singles, Roman Madison serves for Hopkins and then fools Colin Badoon with a nice backhand down the line in a very competitive first set. Same match, and Badoon fires 2 nice forehands to earn the point. He beats Madison 7-5, 6-0 for the Trojans. At number 1 doubles, Tanae Pangaluri serves for Wayzata and Jack Beaumier cuts off the return. Pangaluri wins the point as the Trojans duo beats David Rathman and Ted Strasberg in straight sets. To third singles, and Aaron Badoon serves for Wayzata. He gets to the net for a sharp cross-court forehand winner on the way to beating Noel Trong 6-0, 6-0. Wayzata wins the match 7-0. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
A familiar face will return to the high school basketball sidelines next year. Golden Valley native Brian Cosgriff is back in the Lake Conference.
Hall of Fame basketball coach Brian Cosgriff is back. After a year off from coaching and a year as an assistant coach at Providence Academy, the former Hopkins high school girls basketball coach is now the head coach at Minnetonka High School.
Well, it's a really good job. There's a lot of great players in place. They've got wonderful administration, tremendous facilities. I think it's a top job in the state. Great league at Lake Conference, I think, is the best conference in the state. I know a lot of coaches within that league still, and I think we have tremendous relationships. It should be a lot of fun.
Coach Cos racked up nearly 600 wins in 21 seasons at Hopkins, and his Royals teams won 7 state championships, a probable 8th denied by the pandemic shutdown 2 years ago. His time this season with Providence head coach Connor Getz gave him a new perspective.
I just liked the way he prepared his kids in practice on a daily basis, and I thought, you know what, that would be something that maybe I could try if I could ever get another head coaching job. And I just learned a ton. It was a lot of fun.
In February, longtime Skippers head coach Leah Dasovich stepped down amid allegations of racism surrounding the program. So it's not without some trepidation that Cosgriff steps into this new coaching role.
You know, had a lot of tough conversations with my daughter because she wasn't real thrilled about it. But I think she'll come around. There was definitely some hesitation, but the more and more I sit and think about it, I think it's the thing to do.
Cosgriff will face his old school Hopkins twice in the upcoming season, but he's not looking that far ahead just yet.
I look forward to our first open gym. I look forward to our first day of summer camp. You know, Hopkins is another game on the schedule, and that will definitely be a unique feeling.
John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.